Hi everyone, Cendril here. Welcome back to Octopath Traveler. We're going to do Chapter 3 of Primrose, hopefully. It is level 40, so that gives me a bit of a hesitation. We'll see how it all goes. Heeding the words of the dying crow, you have come home to Noblecourt, where you hope to find the truth that has eluded you for so long. Even though I was on the right side, now we're on the left side. The story so far. In the town of Stillsnow, Primrose got her first taste of revenge. There she struck down the left wing of the crow, driving the dagger engraved with her family's words into his breast. Faith shall be your shield. The words have served her well. Now two remain, the man with the mark on his right arm, and the foulest bird of all, with the mark on his neck. Go home to Noblecourt, she was told. There you will find the truth you seek. But will this truth bring her peace or further pain? And so, after too many years, Primrose comes home.
Oh my.
How long has it been? When I left, I thought I would never return to this place. The crow said I would find the truth here. But what truth was he speaking of? Two more men bearing the mark of that foul bird. My search continues here. Look! That young lady! Is that not Lady Primrose?
No.
You're seeing things, friend. House Hazelheart is nothing but a memory now. But he was right. Right. Of course. No need to drag up old ghosts. There's plenty enough going on in the present. Just look. Oh, what's going on? What's happening over there? Oh, that's the question. Darling, please, open your eyes. No, say it is not so. That seems really sad. Crying shame. And just as his business was starting to take off. Oh, really, huh?
Just so.
Rumor has it he voiced his displeasure with his lordship a bit too loudly, if you catch my meaning. That's why I keep my mouth shut, lest I end up on the street like that poor sod. Oh, well, sounds like his lordship needs to be taken down. A murder? In Noblecourt of all places?
But
When I was young, Father in the City Watch saw that hardly a crime was committed here. Unfortunately, your father in City Watch probably isn't. Your father's not here. City Watch is probably a shell of its former self. What has become of this place since I left? Move out of the way, you slack-jawed fools. Hereby express order of his lordship to inspect the scene. Now clear out, lest we toss you in the gallows for impeding the investigation.
how can that...
The Lord's own guardsmen are investigating the crime? Where's the City Watch? Ain't no City Watch. You look like you have something you want to say.
Hey,
I know that man. He was one of Father's trusted friends. Ravello Forsyth, Lieutenant Commander of the City Watch. At least he used to be. Oh, so he was a high-ranking person of the City Watch. He was an officer. So he was spared the wrath of the crows at least. Sounds like somebody we should talk to. A raven from Stillsnow, sir. I feel the tidings are ill. Master Rufus is...
Oh?
So the left wing has been clipped. Yeah, you're next. was that Azelhart girl that did the deed, you say? So she still lives after all. Guess we'll just have to do something about that. Mark my words, the Azelhart line ends here. You're gonna have to get through Cyrus's damage first.
Could it be?
Lady Primrose? Is it truly you?
Impossible.
I know that voice. From a lifetime ago. Who are you? You look dapper.
Primrose.
Do mine eyes see true? You have grown lovelier than I ever could have dreamed, Lady Primrose.
Simeon.
Simone? Where have you been all these years? Not here, that's for certain. You know, I always wanted to run as fast and far as I could from this stuffy old town. So I set out on a journey across the realm. And yet, no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape the pain of losing you.
Of course.
These days I make a living as a playwright of sorts. I pen dramas and tragedies for the stage. Oh, writer. You always did have a way with words. I swore I would never return to this place. Then one day I felt an odd yearning. And no sooner do I arrive than I'm reunited with you. Fate is a mysterious thing, is it not? Fate, huh? A little suspicious.
Primrose.
Enough about me. Where have you been all these years, my love? What do I even tell him? There's not a thing I could say without sullying his memories of me forever.
I'm sorry.
My apologies. That was too forward of me. You needn't say a thing. Besides, I can imagine all too well without hearing a word. Life has not been kind to you, and though you have grown all the more beautiful through the hardships you no doubt suffered, it still pains me that you had to suffer them. Simone's gentle words stirred something in Primrose, a feeling she had not felt in many years. For the first time in what seemed like forever, she felt, somewhere deep in her heart, a measure of peace. He is too kind to me. He always was.
Gah.
Oi! What are you two doing loitering about? Talking? Maybe we could talk, right? That looks like a spot of trouble I'd just as soon avoid. Come, my lady, let's find somewhere we can chat in private.
Seeing you again, it brings back so many memories. Memories of my childhood days in this town. I could never understand why my father was so strict with me. I was always running off to the gardens for a good cry.
And that was where I would find you. And find an excuse to shirk my duties as gardener's apprentice. I wanted nothing more than to spend time with you. To be a part of your world. Little lady, why do you cry so?
What? but be drawn to one another, like the bees drawn to the nectar of the fragrant blooms. You were always penning poems for me. Your words, your songs, gave me comfort and solace. In the darkest days after I lost Father, you would sing them for me over and over.
To tell the truth, Primrose, I left this town to search for you. I tried so many times to forget you, to accept that you were gone. Yet time and again, I found myself reciting the poems I had written you. Can you forgive me, Primrose?
There is nothing to forgive. It was all so very long ago. I, too, have moved on from those days. I have found my own reason to go on.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace? Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Simeon.
And then there was silence. In that moment, there was nothing that words could convey.
Lady Primrose, I intend to remain in town for some time yet. I still have not forgiven myself, knowing that I could not do more for you. It tortures me to this day. If there is any way at all, in which I can be of service to you, my lady, you need only say the word.
Thank you, Simeon. Enough distractions. I must find the men marked by the crow. But where to begin?
But it was a nice distraction.
A moment of your time.
May I be so bold as to pry? Huh? That man is very important to you, is he not? Why do you say that? 'Tis a conjecture based on how you both look at each other. Had you not chosen to live your life the way you do, I wonder if... You can stop right there, Professor. How I live my life is my affair, not yours. Yes, quite. I do apologize. I'd best be careful around him. He's sharper than he looks. It's easy to underestimate the professor. And he can be quite sharp. He's very astute, except when it comes to one thing. But, well, we've seen that. So this is where you were born and raised? It is, though much has changed in the last 10 years. The people, the town. It seems like this lord we've been told about has a lot to do with that. Yes, and none of the changes have been for the better. This was a happier place when I knew it. It was peaceful and prosperous. My father was a strict man, but he was respected and loved by the people. I would very much like to see your town as it once was. If only I could have shown it to you, how proud I was of where we lived. Oh, Primrose. around town with our entourage because I allured with just a easy one, had healing great medium. Very simple.
Farewell.
Oh, farewell, Jeffrey. I will return. And of course we have Ophelia who guides. So two people following us, right?
What?
Are my eyes to be believed?
How could this...
My lady, are you... Joffrey's? It has been too long, Master Forsyth.
Lady Primrose?
Too long indeed. We all knew you would grow to be a great beauty, but even still, I feel as though I'm standing before a vision from the heavens. Brings me great joy to know you are well, my Lady Primrose. As it does me. To see you hale and hearty, Master Forsyth.
Thank the gods.
Age has stooped my back and blurred my eyes, but just seeing you before me, I thank the gods for blessing me with long life. You flatter me overmuch, my good sir. Or just paying Joffrey a visit, as I do from time to time. You should do the same, Lady Primrose. Let your father bask in your beauty as well.
No.
I cannot face father. Not yet. Before that, there is something I must do. I'm sorry to hear it, my lady. But where have you kept yourself all these years? There are many here who have been more than happy to take you in.
The truth is...
I have been on a journey of sorts, if you must know the truth.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. I had no idea you had suffered through such dark days. You did well to endure and return to us, Lady Primrose.
Actually...
I endured only because I must. I must learn the truth behind Father's death. And I have my revenge upon the bastards who took him from me. Master Forsyth, is there nothing you can tell me? There was a time when I, too, spared no effort in trying to unravel the secrets behind Lord Joffrey's murder. But in the end, I was left wishing I never had. My lady, I urge you to tread lightly. This business will be the death of you if you do not watch your back. I am ready for whatever may come.
I know what I must do.
Very well. Come with me, and I'll tell you what I know.
Oh!
I'm back, Anna.
Oh?
I was wondering what kept you, dear. Pray tell, who is this beauty you've brought with you?
It's not possible.
Lady Primrose? But I never... It's so beautiful, a woman grown. Pinch me, my dear, I must be dreaming. I thought the same myself. Now what say we share a cup of tea? Yay, tea. And so from that dark day onward, balance of power here in Noble Court shifted, and shifted dramatically. Under Lord Joffrey's stewardship, House Azelhart was the most prominent of all the great families. Working closely with the city watch, he took it upon himself to uphold the peace, keep the people happy. Crime of any sort was nigh unheard of. Oh, what happy days those were. Now those with a want to do ill deeds might have found it a bit stifling. But it matters little. Those times of peace and security are all but a dream now. In the chaos and disorder that followed the fall of House Azelhart, a group of men seized power. They call themselves the Obsidians. Ooh, fancy name. They began their operation peddling illicit tinctures back when your father still lived. Working in the shadows just out of the sight of Joffrey's watchful eye, they made one shady deal after the next, filling their coffers and making powerful friends. Swayed by the influence of their coin, countless once lawful men cast their lot with these villains, and the ones that didn't. Captain Albus commanded the city watch in those days. Maybe you remember him? He was Lord Joffrey's right hand, and the most just and honorable man I've been privileged to know. Unfortunately, his code of honor put him at odds with the Obsidians, and so they took action. Murdered, like my father.
And then,
Absent his leadership, the city watch collapsed, and the Obsidians seized power with the greatest of ease. I spent years trying to follow the trail of corruption, to find who it led to, where the blood money flowed. In the end, I found that I was up against an opponent too evil. I have faced innumerable threats to my own life. Two of my cohorts from the Watch, who worked tirelessly to help me track down the truth, were murdered in cold blood. Honor and justice are long dead here, never to return. I'm an old man now, and I grow weary of this battle. I am but a minor landowner, with no influence of which to speak. All I can do is bring flowers to Lord Joffrey's grave.
Lady Primrose?
There's nothing more I can do for him, or for you. And so I beg of you, Lady Primrose, leave this place. Trust me, my lady, were your father here, he would say the same. I beg to differ, Master Forsyth. Were my father here, this is what he would say.
Faith shall be your shield.
Mayhap you are right. Mayhap I have only twisted my memories of Joffrey to ease my regret at my own cowardice. Forgive me, my lady. I do you a dishonor.
Now then,
I know where the Obsidians make their headquarters in town. I will take you there.
Lady Primrose.
I'll wait for you here, my lady. Pray tell me whenever you're ready to depart. Prepare, then talk to Ravello. Honor. Tell me, Ulbrich, what does honor mean to you? A simple question, but one with no easy answer. For me, it is using my blade to protect others. There is naught else I can offer. Sometimes I think you're too humble for your own good. No matter how lofty our aspirations, in the end, we can only do what we are capable of. Better than to make ourselves the best that we can be, than dream in vain of saintliness. Well said. That's what I'm trying to do. Improve myself so I can do more. Especially since I met you. You're a true inspiration, you know? Hey, Gads, I hope I'm not blushing again. So the town has gone just about completely rotten, with corruption and evil people having all the power. Maybe we can change that just a little bit by going to the Obsidian's headquarters and taking them out. We'll see how that all goes next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. Even though Primrose's stories typically aren't too much fun, but you all know what I mean. Hope you enjoyed the video. I feel that Primrose is definitely the most serious out of everybody's. Cyrus's chapter 1 was kind of fun, and how it ended set him on his journey. Now chapter 2 was really serious. We'll have to see how his chapter 3 goes, so that he's getting into the thick of it. But Primrose has kind of been there since the beginning. Like, hers is definitely the saddest tale of them all so far. And hopefully at the end it turns around at least a little bit. Till the next episode, I'm Cendril9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.